Look like he crashing out. Hey y'all, good morning, good afternoon, um, good evening to you. Whatever side of the diaspora that you on, let me welcome you. Welcome you. Y'all, somebody need to go get Ray J, because he is specifically and crashed out. It is gone viral that he pulled the pew pew on his kids and the mother of his children and whoever else went out. And they were in the party together, and something happened, and the script flipped, and so did his brain. I feel real bad because his kids involved. See, when y'all want to mess up your own lives and do all kinds of crazy stuff, like we all made mistakes, you got to learn from them. But those babies, they in hostage situations. And I wish I knew the language then, because I could have told a lot of my friends, a lot of my, buddies, even myself for that matter. I never looked at it like a child is in a hostage situation. But they are. And so when y'all out there clowning and acting a damn fool, and they're not only are they afraid, because the two most important people in their world are at it, and they don't know how to respond. And it's not fair to put them children in that situation. Ray, whatever happened, you ain't been right since Whitney died. You haven't been right since that happened. And you gonna have to deal with whatever it is. You got to deal with it. I don't know what it is. A lot of people say you got her a bad package. I don't know. But you got to deal with that. For a long time, a dude that I really held responsible for my sister's death, even though he didn't kill her, it was not his responsibility to get my sister out of a situation, no matter how much I thought that he was responsible for it. You get what I'm trying to say? I gotta make sure I speak around, because YouTube is so sensitive these days. But at some point, you gotta let people sink or swim. And for a long time, I held this dude responsible because I felt that he got my sister off on the left foot, if you know what I mean, and started her wilding out, would lock her in the house, and they do dope. And I when she was murdered, I made him responsible, because in my mind, it was like, you the one started her on this shit. And every time if I'd see him, I would just go into a anxiety attack. And I realized I wasn't hurting anybody but myself, and my sister's responsibility was to her own life. Okay? My point I'm trying to make is, that is so toxic And Ray J is a toxic individual. I'm not saying that Princess is perfect, none of that. If that's her name. I think that's her name. But you got little kids. And what you doing is you showing them and setting a grid on automatic trauma. And this is what we have in our community a lot. I'm not speaking about nobody else. I'm talking about us. And that's why our babies are falling apart. Because like we addicted to drama. We continue with the damn drama. We expose our kids to all the drama. And I'm not saying it's our fault that we wound up for drama like this in our bodies, our pain bodies. But I am saying we responsible for getting ourselves out that condition. When I saw those little kids being exposed to Ray J's madness, I hurt inside. I even hurt for Ray J. Cause see, unless you deal with what happened, it's like, that's why I try to get the jump on my dirt. Because I don't want it to be something. Because I know how that feels to drag along a problem. Drag along something that has hurt you so bad. And instead of you dealing with it, you keep thinking you can go around it. At some point you got to get through it. You got to deal with it. So if that is the case, what I said about Whitney, he got to deal with that. And he can. And any of y'all fools out there that, and I hate to say that, but you want Ray because Ray got the money and he got a bag and he can put you in a house, and I get it. You got a certain amount of security in there, but Ray J got a lot of demons and you might end up dead. And so if it's worth that, by all means, but I wouldn't be around his children, and I wouldn't expose them to any more of that toxicity that you and Ray are involved in. And that's to the new girlfriend. But Ray needs help, and I really hope he gets it. I really do. Sonia, Ray, I know y'all done tried. He's a grown ass man now. Ain't nothing you can do but watch. And sometimes, when our offspring get of that age, and we can see them falling apart, crashing out, but ain't nothing we could do about it until they ready to do something about it. So y'all pray for Ray's kids, pray for his babies, cause them the only ones right now that I'm really concerned for. Okay, I'll see y'all in the next video.